Imagine a world where suddenly, for just 1 minute, all the oxygen in the air disappears. Just 1 minute. But in 60 seconds, something could happen that has never occurred in history. Would humans be able to survive? What about plants, animals, and technology? Would anything be spared? When we breathe, air enters through our nose and mouth. That air contains oxygen, which travels to the lungs. Inside the lungs are tiny sacs called alveoli, and next to them are fine networks of blood vessels. Oxygen passes through these walls and enters our bloodstream. In our blood, there's a protein called hemoglobin, like a tiny vehicle, which carries oxygen to every single cell in the body. Once there, oxygen helps produce energy through a process called cellular respiration. This energy powers everything in our body, from the beating of the heart, to thinking, walking, talking, and even digesting food. Without oxygen, none of these would be possible. A 1-minute disappearance of oxygen doesn't just mean we can't breathe, it would trigger a silent apocalypse. Within 10 seconds, the brain would experience oxygen deficiency. After 20 seconds, dizziness sets in. And within 30 seconds, thousands of people, especially infants, the elderly, and the sick, would fall unconscious. Some may never wake up again. Thousands of airplanes flying in the sky would suddenly lose power as their engines shut down. Suspended metal birds would start to fall from the sky. Cars, trains, even backup generators would stop working, because combustion engines need oxygen to function. All existing fires would be extinguished. From kitchen stoves to raging wildfires, everything would vanish in a puff of nothingness. Because fuel alone doesn't sustain fire, oxygen is its breath. Did you know? 88% of water is oxygen. If oxygen disappears, water as we know it would no longer exist. It would break down into hydrogen. Underwater, this could trigger massive chemical explosions, sending destructive waves crashing toward coastal lands. Ozone, which protects us from the sun's ultraviolet rays, is made of oxygen. Without oxygen, there's no ozone. UV radiation from the sun would directly hit Earth, burning skin, damaging eyes, destroying plants. Earth would begin to resemble a scorched, fiery wasteland. The oxygen we breathe, about 70% of it, comes not from forests or mountains, but from microscopic marine organisms called phytoplankton living deep in the ocean. Hidden from sight, these tiny beings keep our planet breathing. If they ever vanished, could we really survive?